Hey, this is Lorena, and I wanted to do a video on quilting on leather. I also wanted to add a video that I did a long time ago. I re-edited it on how I quilted on satin. They have a bit of the same kind of feel to them and beauty, and I guess the reason why I wanted to show the other video is because, one, I love that video. No one really watched it. Two, it's because the way I use stencils on that video and embroidered on that satin, you can embroider on leather and you can use stencils on it. And so come with me. It was kind of like a process to figure this stuff out. All right, let's start. So I ended up going to the guild, and at the guild, this lady showed this beautiful leather work that she did. She recommended this woman who created this process, and so I'm gonna link this person on the information bar, and also to so that you can go watch it, because when this person was kind of showing us what she did, watching those videos really did help. So I got this marking material. I was trying to mark my leather with the chalk, and I ended up getting this package of this material. It comes with I think this package came with black, red, and blue, and white. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the white marking material onto my leather. Here's my leather. And I'm going to lay it down like this. I'm gonna bring you down so you can see what I'm doing. So I laid it down like this, and then I got these rulers from Fawns and Porters. I've had them for forever. It came with like a whole set of them, like this. And what I'm gonna do is put this here and mark, like here, and then one here, and then this is what this looks like that. Now at the guild, what the lady said, it's to use a cotton batting and a thin piece of wool. And what I found is the kind of leather that she gave me is that the leather was so thick it was locking up and jamming my long arm. See what it does? So let's try again. The needle, when it starts, it's like you could hear the machine getting a beating almost. My recommendation is have a really sharp needle. I was using a lot of wool. I recommend like a really thin piece of wool. And I recommend when you go to a leather place, they say that there's certain grades of leather, get a grade 3 or below. So be mindful on what kind of leather that you purchase. I just found the stiffer leather was really hard on my long arm, and I have a long arm and I have a Gammill, and that thing can go through a lot of stuff. So I noticed that this very fine leather just looked beautiful, and I used on this one, I believe, just wool, and look how beautiful it quilts. Now, if you mess up when you're stitching on this stuff, there's no going back. And I think that's one of the things that's kind of fun about doing this. Whatever mistakes you make as part of the design. Then it was purposeful, creative design. Now, in the other video, you're going to see that I use stencils on the satin and I embroidered the satin. You can use stencils on this leather and you can also embroider the leather. Seriously, go to the leather shop and ask for garment leather and try to get the leather that's the softest or the most pliable or flexible. If you get a stiffer leather, you're gonna have a lot of thread problems and maybe needle breakage problems. But my long arm, after a while, once it got going, I thinned out the batting and just used like the cotton batting, and my machine did better. But if you do the cotton and the wool, it was a bit much for it because I was like being stubborn and not wanting to take the wool apart. You know, I wanted to do it my way and it wasn't working. I really think this is beautiful. It's creative, it's different, isn't it beautiful? And I don't know, what do you think? Tell me what you think. So I just kind of wanted to do something creative today. I really do appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. How to quilt on leather.